Before we get into the story, think about this for a second. Have you ever felt like you were made for something bigger? But the people around you kept telling you to stay where you are. Maybe you've got dreams that seem impossible. Maybe you've been told you're not talented enough, smart enough, or strong enough. If you've ever doubted your own potential, then this story is for you. Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley surrounded by green hills, there was a small farm filled with chickens. They spent their days scratching the dirt, pecking for food, and staying safely inside the fence. Life was simple, predictable, and comfortable. One stormy night, high above the valley, an eagle's nest was shaken by powerful winds. During the storm, one eagle egg rolled out of the nest and tumbled down the mountainside until it landed near the farm below. The next morning, an old farmer found the strange egg and placed it under a hen. Weeks later, the egg hatched, and out came a baby eagle. The chickens stared at him in confusion. He looked different from them. But since he grew up in the coop, everyone simply accepted him as another chicken. The young eagle was named Sky. As Sky grew older, he always felt different. His wings were larger than everyone else's. His eyesight was sharper. He could spot things in the distance that the chickens couldn't even see. But whenever he asked questions about why he was different, the chickens would laugh and say, "Don't worry about it. You're one of us." So Sky tried to act like a chicken. He scratched at the ground. He stayed inside the fence. He kept his head down. Yet deep inside, something felt wrong. Every time he looked at the clouds, his heart seemed to pull toward them. Every time the wind blew across the valley, he felt a strange excitement he couldn't explain. One afternoon, while pecking at the dirt, Sky noticed a giant shadow passing over the farm. He looked up and saw a magnificent eagle soaring through the sky. The bird glided effortlessly above the mountains, free and powerful. Sky stared in amazement. "Wow," he whispered. "What is that?" One of the chickens laughed. "That's an eagle. Can I do that?" Sky asked. The chickens burst out laughing. Then one day everything changed. While standing near the edge of the farm, Sky saw the same eagle land on a tree nearby. The eagle looked directly at him and said, "What are you doing here?" Sky replied, "Living my life." The eagle shook his head. "No, I mean, what are you doing living with chickens?" Sky frowned. "Because I am a chicken." The eagle laughed. "Who told you that?" "Everyone." The eagle stepped closer. "Then everyone lied to you." Sky felt shocked. No one had ever challenged his beliefs before. The eagle pointed to Sky's wings. "Look at yourself. You're not a chicken. You were born to fly." Sky became nervous. "No, I can't fly. I've never done it before." The eagle smiled. "That's because you've never tried." Before leaving, the eagle said, "Meet me at the hill outside the farm tomorrow morning. If you want to discover who you really are, be there." Then he spread his giant wings and disappeared into the sky. That night, Sky couldn't sleep. The chickens warned him not to go. "You'll make a fool of yourself, you'll fall. You're not an eagle." Their voices filled his mind. But another voice had started growing stronger. A voice that whispered, "What if they're wrong?" Before sunrise, Sky quietly left the farm and climbed the hill. The eagle was waiting. "Good," he said. "Now spread your wings." Sky hesitated. "What if I fall?" The eagle replied, "What if you fly?" Sky slowly opened his wings. The wind rushed through his feathers. For the first time in his life, he felt alive. "Jump," the eagle said. Sky looked down and froze. Fear gripped his heart. Every lesson he had learned as a chicken told him to stay safe, to stay on the ground, to avoid risk. But then he remembered all the years he had spent wondering why he felt different. He remembered staring at the sky and wishing for more. Taking a deep breath, Sky jumped. At first he dropped like a stone. Panic filled his chest. The chickens were right, he thought. But then the eagle shouted, "Use your wings." Sky flapped desperately. Suddenly the wind caught him. His body lifted. Higher and higher he rose. The valley stretched beneath him. The farm became smaller. The fence that had once seemed so important now looked tiny. For the first time in his life, Sky was flying. Tears filled his eyes. All those years he had believed he was weak. All those years he had accepted limits that were never his. All those years he had listened to voices that knew nothing about his true potential. The eagle flew beside him and said, "You see? You were never meant to live in a cage. The only thing holding you back was the story you believed about yourself." From that day forward, Sky never returned to live as a chicken. He explored mountains, crossed rivers, and soared above clouds. It's a belief inside us. Dear listener, Sky's story is really about all of us. Many people spend their entire lives living below their potential because they believe what others tell them. They stay inside invisible fences built from fear, doubt, and negative opinions. They forget who they truly are. But the truth is this: your environment does not define you. Your past does not define you. Other people's expectations do not define you. Your future depends on whether you have the courage to discover your real potential. Moral of the story: never let the people around you decide how high you can fly. You may have been raised among chickens, but that doesn't mean you aren't an eagle. Believe in your potential, take the leap, and trust your wings.